Hey y'all, okay, so I'm getting real results here. Working out with LASHAE Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and taking my ISOT, y'all. I am really getting it in. Y'all can get these booty bands, y'all can get cute little workout outfits and everything from teamlashae.com. The link is down below in the description box. Okay, check out these results right here. Get into it. Y'all should also check out Waist Knot Beads. She sent me these and I really love them. But yes, y'all, get onto this ISOT. I know they tell y'all it's a scam, but it's not. Like, look at me. And let's not forget about Omiage. Get you some. Come on now. Get all moisturized and such. Let your natural hair live.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl Bondy Blue. I'm still on my couch. I'm gonna go back upstairs eventually, but the camera thing is just really annoying me right now. And the camera on my cell phone is so great, and you know, the battery life is a maze, you know, and I can just like transfer, you know, through YouTube, and boom, bada bang, y'all got a video. And I'm leaving space here so that I can put up whatever would have been in the green screen, so you guys, you know, can not lose your about it. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into Love and Marriage Huntsville. Okay, so the episode starts off with Mel, okay, sauntering, okay, sachet Shantae on some stuff, okay, like she she was, y'all can't see lyric. Okay. Yeah, that's you. Why are you running through the hallway?
My ankles feel funny.
But you're doing that as I'm talking about how she was like sashaying in the room. Okay? But yeah. So she was sashaying into the room, okay, into the construction site, and Marceau, and I forgot that little boy's name, but that's Kimmy's son, okay, they're at the construction site, they're talking about how long things are taking, and then here comes Melody Hope, and he's like, I cannot believe this, and she was like, yes, I'm here, okay, she wants to talk about this so-called sex tape that he mentioned, okay, on these internets. First of all, he doesn't deny it. He just says that he didn't say he had it. He said somebody else had it. Either way, that's messy. That's messy. And why are y'all bringing this lady mama into it? Like, what? Why? Okay, like, that's my whole point. I feel like Wanda inserted herself in this situation, as she does in most situations, inserting herself. So Marceau, you should understand how y'all mamas is probably not handling this situation the same way. So why does Melody's mama deserve all of that energy? I don't know. Makes me uncomfortable. I feel like it's wrong. That's what I have to say about that. Marceau says that the Holts are not even on his radar, okay? Not even on my radar. And I'm like, lies and garbage, okay? Y'all are on the same show together. You saying shit like that makes you sound stupid, okay? Because obviously y'all are on each other's radar. Y'all see each other. Marceau says that Martell threatened him, okay? And I'm just kind of like, you know, it's really annoying to me that you pretend as if you were actually worried that Martell was going to show up to your house and like pop, pop, pop. Like, really? Is that what you thought was going to happen? Because that's never the vibe that I'm getting from these people. Okay, they may be petty, they may be messy, they may say nasty things about you on television and online, but I don't think they're going to go to the extent of actually putting everything on the line to like hurt you seriously or assault you. Like, y'all got into a fight in, you know, in the same space. Y'all was going back and forth. Y'all was giving each other that energy. So don't act like somebody gonna roll up on you out the bushes and do something to you, so you have to go to the police. Like, I'm sorry, y'all, but I told y'all before, and I'll say it again, that is some bitch made type stuff, okay? Who calls the police over somebody threatening to whip their ass? Like, I'm sorry, like, I know y'all may not agree with this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. We black people, we threaten to whip each other's ass all the time. Like, it doesn't mean somebody needs to call the police. Okay, I'm sorry, but that's just not the way I feel about it. My bad, you know. If y'all feel another way, that's y'all prerogative. But I just feel like we need to like stop bringing police in all the time when things can be handled in another way. Okay, that's all I'm saying. So then she brings up how she feels like they gave the blogs her tax returns, and he denies it. Okay, he denies it, and she says, I'm dealing with facts. Okay, no, I'm dealing with facts. Okay, and he tries to do the semantics and wordplay shit in order to distract from, you know, where she's going at him, you know, the way she's going at him. But it doesn't work because, like she said, she's not Tisha. So it doesn't work. Okay, she is able to you know, tear him down, okay, and get him together. And no, I'm not Tisha, and you don't have to escort me out like I had to have her escorted out. I'll leave myself, okay? And then she just went ahead and sashay Shantae back out the building, okay? And all he could do was say, well, that was something. I mean, that's really all he could do because, you know, Melody is sharp, okay? Melody is on it. And Marceau, honestly doesn't even try that hard in order to, you know, punk Tisha. Like, I'm sorry to make it sound like that, but that's what it is. Like, when he does the same thing he tried to do in this argument with Mel with Tisha, that works. But it's not going to work here. It doesn't work with Wanda either. He tries to do that with Wanda, and it doesn't work with her either. I think it's hilarious because he continues to try it, you know. But anyway, so Tisha and Marceau goes home. Tisha's there trying to clean up. But of course, she needs some help. It is a smaller home than the one they had before. But, you know, still need help to clean up all of this, Marceau. So come and help and stop giving excuses for why you can't come and help me do something like I wasn't at work or taking care of the kids or whatever the hell I was doing that was just as tiring or strenuous as whatever the hell you was doing, okay, standing around talking and shit, okay? But anyway, she wants to put a party together for Kimmy because she sees that Kimmy has been spending a lot of time with Mel. And I'm like, that is so immature. I feel like that's childish. I feel like that's more along the lines of the things that Tisha and Marceau have done in the past. I just feel like they're very childish, you know, I'm sorry, immature people. Like, that's how they come off, and then they try to act like that's not them. But it is, y'all. Y'all are just passive aggressive about it. And Melody and Martell are up front and, you know, petty and rude about it, okay? And y'all like to throw a rock and hide y'all hand. Like, we see y'all. Like, motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? You're not hiding anything from me right now. I can see you. You know, it annoys me when they try to play victim or whatever, you know, when it's just so obvious the way they move that they, you know, just hella insecure about their movements, okay? And they talk about how Mel popped up, okay, and how she was going off on him about her mom. But, you know, they say that the Holts came at them first. And I feel like, I don't know about that. Like, I don't know if we can really say, oh, you came at me first. No, I feel like at this point, we have come at each other, okay? And it should be fair game at this point, as far as I'm concerned. Marceau tells Tisha that she needs to let this situation with the Holts go. And let all that negativity go. They don't need to be friends. And, you know, that's it. Kimmy talks to her sister-in-law about doing a event to get people out to vote. She says it's a good idea. She tells us the story of how it was very important in their family for them to vote. So now as an adult, she makes it important for her kids. You know, they go to school late. They go and vote with her. You know, all of that, okay? That it's the same way in my family. I voted with my mom and my dad. I vote now. You know, I try to keep my eye on the elections and find out what's going on. Sometimes it's hard to research people and whatever the hell their platform is when they're running for things. Like, it's just, and sometimes it's hard to know exactly what it is that they're supposed to be doing. They're part of a committee that does what? Like, it's a lot that goes into it. And I feel like that's another reason why people get so annoyed with voting, is because they feel like it's so complicated in order to know what the hell everybody is talking about and who they are. That's not the easiest thing to come across in, you know, anymore. I feel like you can get online and look at stuff of the person, but that doesn't always help in local elections. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a very, you know, difficult situation sometimes, but it's very important to vote. Okay, you live here, you need to be a part of the decision making, period, point blank. Okay, and if at the end of the day all you had to do was spend 10 minutes of your day going to vote, because I feel like, you know, a lot of the times it didn't take us a long time to vote, especially when we come and vote over here in our neighborhood. It does not take long. We go in, we vote, it takes 5 minutes tops, in and out. Okay, so it's easy over here to vote. So we will continue to do so. Shoot, I voted a few weeks ago. So yeah, Martell's mom comes over to see the baby, and y'all, they dressed in their Sunday best. I be dying laughing at cause they country, okay? Cause they country. I love country people, but country people be doing the most. She come inside with her fur on, like she look like she about to go to Christmas service, okay? But she there to see the baby. And of course, Martell has to bring attention to the fact that his father is not there and has not taken a role in his, new grandchild's life yet. And Martell is tired of feeling like he's the person that has to do all the work. And I totally understand where he's coming from. So he, first they want the mama to be a nanny. The mama said, oh no, I think not. I have a life. I have a home. Okay, no, I am nobody's nanny. Okay, get out of my face with this. That's how the mama replied to that foolishness. Okay, mama gotta have a life too. Okay, you just a baby boy, you not the real McCoy. Why you running these streets? You going crazy. What about your baby? Why you riding with these ladies? Okay, shout out to Tyrese back when we had liked him and stuff. Martell asked his mom to have a conversation with his father on his behalf about, going to see the grandchildren. I'm sorry, y'all, my sinuses. Okay, mosquitoes, my sinuses, it's a lot right now. But at the end of the day, Martell, you're a grown-ass man. Don't be asking your mama to run no interference with your paw. There is also more conversation about how Mel needs to slow down. And whenever Martell makes a big deal out of something small in order to make it seem as if Mel needs to slow down, it just makes me feel like it's more of the same. With him trying to keep her from escalating too far beyond him, I don't know if that's what he means to do, but that's how it comes off. Okay, clear as day to me that you are always trying to get her to stop doing things because you don't want her to outshine you. Okay, even though you appreciate who she is, on some level you are jealous of her capability to do it all. Okay, I've been saying that since season 1, that I feel like he is secretly intimidated by her, which is why he treats her like that, on the sly. It's, yeah, I love you and all of this in front of her face, but on the sly, you going and talking to her bad to your little side chick, and it's because at home, you feel intimidated. But Martell goes and has a conversation with his, young looking old daddy. And it's because the daddy can't be that old, okay? Daddy don't have a wrinkle on his face, but it had a hard-ass life, okay? But Martell talks to him once again about how he feels as if he's the one that's always having to reach out in order for this man to be a part of his grandchildren's life. Like, I know you can't fix what you did to me, but at least be there for my kids. He also mentions how he's been in therapy. And being in therapy has made him realize that not having his father in his life may have affected him. And it's like they skating around the issue, like they're not really trying to say that in some way it is the reason why he cannot sustain his relationship, the way he should be able to. I feel like they definitely are trying to not actually just say what it is, which is obnoxious to me. At this point, just put the shit out on the table. That's how I feel, so that you can stop feeling as if you should have said more when you go home. You know what I mean? So either way, the dad admits that yes, you would think that things won't really affect you, but in the long run, they do. And I promise you that I'm going to make more of an effort to be there for my grandchildren in the way that I wasn't able to be there for you. And Martell accepts that. Do we believe that that is the truth? I don't know. And in all honesty, not really. Because, how many conversations do y'all have to have in order for you to make an effort? I feel like this is what should have happened the last time y'all had this conversation, when y'all was on the boat. Okay, having the inkwell moments. All right. And yeah, I just... this just makes me sad because I can see what he wants out of the situation. I don't know if he's going to be able to get it from this daddy, So y'all, Kimmy and Mel meet up and talk about this voting project. And of course, Melody wants to be involved in that. It is very important to vote, okay? And Mel wants to make sure that whatever this is, it isn't another opportunity for Kimmy to make Tisha and Mel try to make up. She does not want to go through that again. We not friends. You don't need to try to make us make up again. And Kimmy lets her know that, she is not in that place anymore. It is not her fight. It is not her battle. But they also have to talk about the event and why, Mel was bothered by the fact that she left early with Tisha. And it's like, well, that's her family. Of course, she's going to leave with her after you have had her escorted out, by Opie, the security guard. Like, I'm sorry, but I just wouldn't have handled it like that. And that's because I don't like to put black people in those types of situations if I don't have to. The way she was like, why? When he came up to her, I feel like as a black person, that is a feeling that we have felt, that feeling of feeling out of place, or like somebody is going to come and tell you don't belong there or something like that. And to see that done to her over whatever the fuck y'all got going on is just messed up to me. You know what I mean? So I don't like the way she called security on her. Even though I understand it, I still don't like it. I don't like the way it made me feel when I watched it. And I definitely understand why Kimmy thought it was her responsibility to hold on to Tisha and just make sure wasn't nobody throwing her out immediately, and that if she needed to say something to Mel, she got the opportunity to do so. And I know a lot of y'all didn't like that Kimmy did that, but I did, because I felt like it was her saying, oh no, you ain't about to just throw her out like that. Y'all might have to have a conversation. Okay? So yeah. But they agree. Kimmy is gonna stay out of it. Mel is happy about that, and they can move forward. So then we see Mel and Martell at the house talking about the baby's party that they are planning and how it's going to cost $2,000. And I'm like, well, I've had parties that cost about that much money for several years. So yeah, okay, I can understand that. Then they talk about inviting the Scotts and their children, because y'all know their kids are friends. And Melody's daughter wants Tisha and them daughter to be there. And I think that they should put their bullshit aside so their kids can be at this party together. Like, y'all are being petty for a show. Y'all can, not beat the shit out of each other for a few hours so y'all kids can play. Like, I think y'all can accomplish that. Okay, that's just my opinion. Okay, they actually thought about, inviting the mother-in-law to bring the children, because that's what people will do sometimes. If you don't get along with the parents, then the grandparent will bring them. But we can't even do that in this situation, as Martell says that Wanda is an asshole as well. And I was like, I don't like him talking about her like that, but I can't exactly disagree with him. She is. Like, she's an asshole. Okay? And I think she knows she's an asshole. So, even though Martell didn't think that it was the move to make, Melody calls Tisha and extends the invitation to her daughter's birthday party. And Tisha is gracious and thankful for the invitation, and the conversation is done. And I felt like it was handled like two grown women, and I am appreciative of that. Okay? I'm tired of seeing old 30-something grown-ass, had children, women who can't handle situations without altercation. Like, it's easy. It's easy. I'm sorry. But unless somebody is spitting in your face, just simply ignoring somebody and walking on the other side of the room is definitely doable. And y'all need to stop acting like, somebody is stopping you from, moving along, so to speak. So yeah, later at the Scotts, they have a little get together for Kimmy, and Wanda sets her sights on Kimmy and, tells her how she had a problem with how at the reunion, Kimmy agreed that she and Tisha had talked about how much Melody posts online, and they all laughed it off to show how insignificant and not a big deal it was. But that just goes to show how ignorant and petty Miss Wanda is, okay? Because you can't even see. But you know what? Let me stop. Because maybe Tisha behind the scenes is saying shit like that to her to make her feel like that in the first place, okay? But it was something that everybody just laughed off. And at the end of the day, we didn't need Kimmy to give us that validation to know, because we've already seen you go and get information from Mel and act like, it was such a great time and you're so appreciative of her taking the time with you. And then you turn around and go sit down with Kimmy and talk shit about her. We've seen you do that, Tisha, okay? So Mel is not over exaggerating with the way she feels about you and the way you have handled her in this passive aggressive underhanded way. Yeah, you and Marcel work like that. Like, that's y'all thing, okay? Y'all mama is forthright with the foolishness, but she's exhausting, because at the end of the day, you beefing or mad with Kimmy because Kimmy is not choosing a side. Kimmy is an adult. And I like the way Kimmy reminded her, I got a grown child. You not talking to somebody Tisha's age, so you need to reel that shit in, okay? Reel that shit in. I am not responsible for any other woman. I don't know who Mel decides to invite to her parties, and whatever they have going on ain't got nothing to do with me. But Wanda, keep trying to make a big deal out of it because she just got to make a scene. Y'all know she won't be on the show. She got to keep this mess going. And of course, Tisha, like Kimmy says, disappears into the wallpaper. Then Wanda starts talking about how Mel and Kimmy have been spending time without Tisha, and what is that about? Y'all must be getting together to talk about her. It's like, no, they're not cool, and they have gotten together in the past with their children without me, and it's not a big deal because we're adults. Okay? Tisha tells them to just let it go, and then they all sit and eat and talk about the voting event. And then Marceau says that guess who came to their construction site, switching in. And Kimmy was like, who, Martell? And I was like, yeah, the way that nigga was wearing that tight ass, shiny red suit, I was like, yeah, he could have been switching in somewhere. Okay, just because the pants was so tight. Okay, how else he was going to walk? But everybody laughed a little bit too hard about it. I felt like it was a kiki, but they laughed a little bit too hard about it, okay? And he brings up how she accused him of putting out their tax information and saying that, they were trying to ruin the Holtz brand. And he says there are two people who are ruining their brand. I ain't going to tell you who they are, okay? But it ain't me and Tisha. And I was like, I don't think it's that deep, but I definitely think y'all are, going at their neck. I definitely think y'all are going at each other's neck. And then Wanda says that Marceau should have kicked Melody out the way Mel kicked Tisha out. And I was just like, but it was not the same situation. This is like a construction site. This is a building with no walls. This is not a private event that you weren't invited to. Two different types of situations. But you know what, Miss Wanda? Go off. So they are thinking about taking their babies to this, the Holtz, little baby birthday party. And Wanda says that, Kimmy's fake for going to the party. Like, so you're not going to, child, I guess, is your daughter fake? Like, is your daughter fake for considering, going to the party? Like, give me a fucking break, Wanda, okay? Wanda says that Marceau is eating shit going to that party. And Tisha comes out with a cake out of nowhere, for Kimmy. And it's just kind of glazed over. And Miss Wanda is just staring at Kimmy. And Kimmy's like, oh, for me. Oh, in all of this turmoil, it's a cake for me. Okay. Y'all, that shit was a mess. It was a mess, y'all, okay? Even without Melody and Martell being there, y'all are some messy people. So I don't know why y'all act like it's only them. It's not only them. It's all of y'all. All of y'all are messy and petty when y'all want to be. Some a little bit more than others, okay? I was having a conversation on my Instagram Live with somebody about the way Maurice is. Like, I can already tell Maurice never wants to admit that his brothers have done something wrong. It's always somebody else's fault. And I understand that that's probably his default growing up with, that being his little brother is to protect him. But at the end of the day, right is right and wrong is wrong. And y'all are all friends. So if you want to do anything, just stay out of it. But you always trying to make it seem as if Marceau has played no part in the breakdown of the relationship between him and Martell is ridiculous, okay? Martell is mostly to blame. But still, like I said, I feel like Marceau probably has done all of those little sneaky, underhanded things that they say he's done because he and Tisha are passive aggressive. Okay? They smile in your face and then go behind your back and stab you in it. Like, I'm sorry, but that seems to be how they roll based off the things that have happened on the first season. Okay? But either way, y'all, the episode was good. I hope y'all enjoyed the review. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you have not already. I love y'all, and I'll see y'all in the next one.